Yeah, I'm looking at it now. I have the first two or three issues of that. It's pretty cool. Yeah.
All I gotta say is Miles Morales. Yes, yo, they really, yo. If you gonna do a crossover like that, that would be a excellent animated crossover from the comic book. If they do it right, they would do it just like the
Okay, I
comic
think I
book.
got everybody.
Oh, yeah, there was a pause right there. It's like his screen froze. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, Aliens versus Avengers. Yo.
Really? Is
Yeah.
it good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good. It's real good.
Well, I like the Ultimates right now. All the whole
Yeah,
Ultimate
I
series.
think I got
It's a
everybody.
comic book, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
it's,
the one. That's the one when the Incredible Hulk becomes the Iron Fist.
What?
No. I'm talking about the DC Ultimates. Batman Ultimate Batman or something like that.
Well,
It's not Ultimate. It's they have a specific name for it, but yeah, I know what
Yeah.
you're talking about.
absolutely.
Absolutely.
Oh, you mean fucking Batman? You mean Batman?
Yeah, Batman.
Batman, yeah. That's a good way to put it. That is a definitely good way of putting it.
Batman, yeah.
Yes. That motherfucker brolic. Yo.
Batman, Wonder Cersei, Brazilian Superman. Yeah.
Yeah.
Iron Superman. Yeah.
Capoeira Superman.
Yeah.
Yo,
Yeah. But
them stories are definitely not your typical story, yo.
All right,
No
I think
way.
I got everybody. I think I got the audio working, so you can hear it on Twitch. Thank you everybody for your
I started
patience.
making up my new character, Lou. So
That's probably a good idea. So let's go around the room here. Let's start with Audible and Torador, because I believe you guys are still together, correct?
We're always hanging out. That's the homie.
Yeah, I mean he gave you $500,000, so I would.
Of course, that's my dude right there.
So
what did you have to do for that money?
Make sure we didn't die.
Take that. Get the baby off. Take that.
Don't play that.
Torador Spanish to Diddy.
You're funny.
Snake, are you okay? Snake!
Well, we got the money, right? And then I know Torador. I got us some food. I think I got us some chopped cheese, and we were hanging out, and he was having a conversation. I was getting us food, and then
you remember what the tenor of that conversation was? Because you were
Yeah,
clued in on the back.
he has a job to do. He let me in on what said job is, and I told him whatever he decides to do on the job, count me in. I got your back.
Yep. I was having other plans, but I don't know. I gotta see how's that's gonna work.
It's entirely up to you, bro. I am not. Whatever you want to do, I got your back. That's all I'm gonna say. Whatever you decide you want to do.
All right, and the benefactor of that particular job is Salvatore De Luca.
Yep.
Who's had enough.
Apparently.
Okay. So that's you two guys. Diablo and Mystic Knight were together. So let's recap. I will start with Diablo because he has the most rage.
So basically,
I like how he cleared his throat right there. You notice that? He's like, ahem. So I've calmed down in the subsequent weeks
No, I
from
haven't.
my murderous intent.
Yeah, he has that.
He said no, he hasn't.
So
No, he's not.
basically, as for the situation, I did ask you if I could use an XP point at that moment, because what happened was you let the story kind of play out, I
And
couldn't
you were
do
too
nothing.
filled with rage to think of it at the time.
But as what the game is, it says you could use an XP point.
Give him feedback and give him a migraine. Oh, that's right. He did the minion thing on you.
Yep.
He's like, but boy.
Oh. Oh.
Okay.
Dirty pool, old man.
Let's see. All right, so what I'm going to say to that is, Ithera, where were you on the last iteration?
Right. So I was sitting in a diner, and the Canadian guy walked in.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot what his name is, and sat down
Captain
across
Maple
from
Leaf.
me.
It
And
wasn't
was like-
Captain Maple Leaf, you jackasses.
So yeah, Captain Maple Leaf sat down across from me and was like,
Alright.
"You're so hard to find.
I guess
Yo.
it's Captain Maple Leaf now.
You didn't make it too hard to find you." And I pointed out to him that I think there are bigger things happening than trying to find some chick with platinum hair at the moment. And it seems like whatever he has to offer isn't exactly the you're under arrest kind of deal.
Okay.
If you don't tell me his name is Captain Maple Leaf.
It was Northgard. I hate you all, by the
Which
way.
translates, it's French Canadian for Maple Leaf.
Yikes.
I don't know. Northgard sounds kind of Sig Hyatt.
You guys are mean.
I had no thought I was gay. Never mind.
You know what? I don't have time for that. All right. This is really loud.
Where can I?
Trying to use some different music, but it's coming in really loud on my end, so I will change that here. Let's try this here. All right. So, a couple of things, a couple of housekeeping things. We're picking up immediately from where we left off, and I'm going to start with. I'm going to start with Mystic Knight and Diablo. So for you, Diablo, the issue of using the XP point post game, I'm going to make a ruling that you will be able to make resistance rolls if in this moment, because of the way that he made this happen. It wasn't a direct command, more of a suggestion, and that suggestion seemed to make sense, and it was something to give you more power, give you more access to power, give you access to the consortium's library, which is a source of their power. because they're a font of knowledge. You were considering giving the book to Vesper. If and when at some point you think that your character would want to resist based on whatever happens from this point moving forward, then you can make an additional resistance roll or spend the XP.
All right. So Lou,
Yes.
remember that before any of this, before Adolfo was to do this, when I got the book,
Can I ask you guys to use your characters' names? It breaks the immersion if we start using you use the player names.
I'm sorry.
No,
I apologize.
it's not. It has nothing to do with that.
before-
So yeah.
Before Mystic Knight did this ability on me, this spell,
Mm-hmm.
you and I talked about when the book got in my hand and
Mhm.
right there what happened. And one of the things that did happen that it cost me 4 XP was that the book linked with it.
So attuned to it. Yes.
Okay. So right now the book, and you also said that the book has communicated with me. It spoke to me. So I do know that there is some type of life force or something in it that it has intelligence, correct?
That's an assumption that you've made. Yes.
Okay. So in my mind, in Hellborn language, I will ask it, do you want to be given?
You don't immediately hear any response, and it's not. There's a.
And then at the end, it pauses because I don't hear nothing. I'm saying
There's
someone of not of our kind.
There's no response, and you're still not. The attunement process is gradual. You spend the XP, you're getting to know it, you're getting to understand its abilities. I'm looking straight ahead, thinking my camera's in front of me again. But you guys are, you're in this moment. You're filled with all of this emotion, all of this energy, and then that creeping thought came in from Mystic Knight's suggestion of offering the book up to Vesper as you guys had decided to do, and gaining favor, gaining power. Mystic Knight, jump in if I am misrepresenting what had happened.
No, that's exactly it. And at that time, I was also using the artifact to open the portal to go to Vesper.
Okay. What artifact?
The one that he gave me.
It wasn't a teleporter. It was just communications.
All right. No, that's right. I was communicating with him, letting him know that we were ready to hand over the book and the painting.
Okay. Okay. Where the hell did that go? So again, I come back to you, Diablo. Asking that question doesn't yield a response. So it could either be that the book is just choosing not to respond or doesn't know how to. You're still not at the point where you understand its true nature. You're just scratching the surface. So I don't know that it would rise to the level of suspicion, but it only whispered that first time. It didn't really. Have a full blown conversation.
All right. So I gave 4 XP to
Mm-hmm.
attune to it.
I'll be right back. 4 XP to attune to it. 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 4 XP to attune
essentially, it's an artifact. So, yeah, you did the 4 to a 2.
Do I sense a life force off of it?
You sense mystic energy coming from it. It sort of feels like it's alive, but you're sensing a life force. That's not something that you don't normally have that. You don't have that ability. So you just sense the mystic energy.
Like a supernatural being that I do have.
Well, I mean, it is a supernatural artifact. So yes, it's an artifact with magical properties.
Magic is one thing, supernatural is not. That's two different things.
Okay, well then, if that being the case,
I already know I sense magic.
You're able to sense both.
Lou.
Yes.
All right. So what I'm doing is, while I communicated back to Vesper, so that way we can turn this in.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to reinforce the enthrallment on Dwight, suggesting to him
Use
how to
character
present it.
names.
Huh?
Use character names.
Oh,
To Diablo.
Incept for Diablo
Mm-hmm.
with what to tell Vesper to gain favor.
Okay, so that's a description of an action, but what do you?
No. I'm just letting you know that that's what my action is.
Uh-huh.
Diablo. We don't know what untold secrets may that secret library hold. Upon your offer to Vesper, both
Lewis.
the painting and the book,
Mm-hmm.
He should grant the boon.
So, Lou,
Mm-hmm.
logically, if I was to give the book to Vesper, does this disrupt my plan of what my character's goal is to do?
I don't know that I can answer that question.
In the sense of, my goal was to learn as much as I can, but it's to cause demise and chaos.
Mm-hmm. Well, you've certainly accomplished that.
Knowing that this book is from my plane, my character should not even his train of thought should be, this is a tool of chaos. And if I give it away, then it is preventing me from committing my goal.
That would be the case if he would be able to think logically.
Shut the fuck
Right
up.
now-
And I can't
Right
think logically.
now, no, right
Shut
now,
up. Nobody is talking. No, wait a minute. He's talking
Hold
to
on.
me. He's
right
talking
now,
to me.
under the spell, he would be contemplating the power level
Dude.
of the library, being that
No,
it's so
I'm not.
secret.
No, I'm not, because I have no
You
goal
would be
for the
contemplating the
library.
power, honestly.
You don't
Especially
understand
after
my
the vision you
character.
have.
You don't understand my character. I have
No, I
never
do
once.
okay.
No, you don't. No,
All
you
right.
don't. Here we go again.
All right,
You
one at a-
think
that's
you know
fine.
what my character's about.
One at a
That's
time,
fine.
please. Okay, so were you done, or you were still explaining before you guys
No,
started?
what
talking?
I was trying to explain is that in his process of the way he thinks, okay, if I came along an item such as this book that comes from my plane, there will be no single way that I would give that book up. I don't give a fuck about the painting. The book is a different story. What he's trying to impose on me is that me giving up the book to go get knowledge from a library that I really what my thing was, okay, they want to know about this library. This is what I saw about the library. But as for the book itself, I wouldn't give up that book, because that book is, it, like I said, it's coming from where I'm from. And I could see it as a tool to do what I want to do, which is my main goals.
Okay. Again, under the influence of that incantation or the spell or enchantment, he's making sense, but injecting what you just said does countermand that suggestion. So, that being said, we're going to do another contested roll. No XP expenditure is required at this stage. So you guys would need to make that. Then after this roll and its resolution, I need to move on, because I want to get everybody some time. They're allotted their appropriate time. So where is this? Why isn't this coming up? No, there it is. Are you back, Mystic Knight?
All right, so what's happening?
So essentially, he made a compelling point to why he would not want to give up that book. So with no XP expenditures at this point, I'm gonna have you guys make another opposed roll. So let's see. We're gonna call this I'm gonna have you guys roll a difficulty. Well, the defender is gonna roll, which would be you. We're gonna start with you, Mystic Knight. Hold on a second. So it's an intellect roll against the target intellect defense. So it's modified by assets, familiarity, or resistance.
I shouldn't have drunken that second cup of coffee.
Somebody's all hyped.
Wired.
Oh, my nerves are shot.
All right, so here's how this is gonna go. The target roll is going to be a 4, which is a 12 or better. Now, the influencer, that being Mystic Knight, is going to roll a d20, applying any effort, edge, or assets to this roll. And then the defender can use effort or assets to resist, reducing the difficulty of the roll. and then you will make, and whoever rolls the highest is the victor. In this particular case, if you resist the influence, the Diablo, it's not that you would know that he cast an ability on you, but your baser instinct, your desire to keep it, is overriding the logic of his words. You're just like, you know what, you make sense, but I'm not putting words in your mouth, but it would be like, you know what, I get what you're saying and it makes sense, but I'm keeping this. And then that's where it would be, because his particular influence is not necessarily directly attacking you, and you're not expecting that type of attack from him, and he's not using anything overtly magical, just his ability to influence.
He's just talking.
He's just talking. So
It's mainly like a psychic attack.
essentially, it's magically made, basically psychic.
You saw what I sent you in the chat for the Zoom?
I really wish you wouldn't. Oh, sorry.
I mean, a simple way to solve this is it a control or a subversion?
It's subversion. I don't believe it's control.
And he froze.
You can hear me though, right? This is my
I
camera.
can hear you.
And does it make the target go against core beliefs or core aspects, like go and kill your mother, or stab your wife in the heart?
Yeah, in this case, I would say yes. You also got to remember, Diablo, that you were in the midst of all these competing influences. That of the book, the painting, the ritual that you did, the visions that you had. So, from an emotional standpoint, from a logic standpoint, it's kind of hard. So,
You froze, Lou.
yeah, I know. It should be coming back. So,
But Louis, let me ask you a question,
Go ahead.
because, like, I'm still learning the system.
mhm.
When you have your intellect is real high, I mean, is that a benefit of how strong your mind is?
It's just the pool is
Or it's just a number?
The pool is a reflection of your vitality in that particular attribute. So in a way, yes.
Okay.
In a way, yes. There's something going on with my camera, but I'll figure it out. Now,
All right.
so the base difficulty for you, Mystic Knight, is a 4. Well, wait a minute. Let me. I had to reread this. Attacking player influencer makes an intellect-based roll against the defender's intellect defense. Context. Difficulty is determined by the defender's intellect pool, training, and assets. So, what's your intellect pool, Diablo?
23.
All right, so that would be what? That would be a 7. Yeah, it would be a 7. That's your target difficulty, Mystic Knight. So, how are you lowering that? What are you going to use? If you're talking, I can't hear you.
Nope.
I can hear you now.
I sent it to you.
Oh, for fuck's sake. So that's the total number?
Yeah.
Okay. No, it's his pool.
Yeah,
so-
but I mean, it should drop it to that.
Hey, Lou.
So how much are you spending out of your pool to use the effort?
Uh,
I'd like to move this along as quicker, please. I know
Okay.
I'm the cause of most of the delays, but I don't. Everybody's just sitting around.
Well, Louis, jump to somebody else. We could pause this. We already know what's gonna happen. What we're gonna be doing next. So. You heard?
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna come back to Ethera.
Yep.
Okay.
As you freeze on the screen.
Again.
I'll hold my pee-pee. Go ahead. I gotta wait. Watch this.
It's not. It wasn't a good looking look either.
That's yeah.
Take a picture of that. Put it as. That's what he comes up on my phone. Damn it.
I felt you going with it. Bastard. Okay. So Northgard's sitting across from you. He's not wearing his costume. He's wearing civilian clothes, and had taken a seat directly across from you at the. You were in a diner, if memory serves, or a restaurant.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it was a diner.
Okay.
It was a bar. It was a bar in Brooklyn on the water side.
Gotcha.
So, Northgard, it seems like you are less interested in arresting me and more interested in something else. What would that be?
Pornhub music plays.
So he's like, he just leans in. He's like, you really think that it's what? Oh, either I'm really good or you're just out of practice. And in that one moment, he tilts his head to the side and his face shifts. You recognize him. And I had his name here. Just give me a sec. Where the
Southgard. It's Northgard's boxer brother, Mouthguard.
Mouthguard. You're just like his name is Felix Basilio. He also goes by the name of Facade.
I actually raised an eyebrow.
He's like, seriously? He's like, did Milan mean nothing to you?
I have a blank look on my face. Milan?
Oh. And it's weird seeing Northgard make that noise, but his he had lost that slight concentration in his voice, and it's like high pitched, it's a little whiny. He's like, oh, for shame. Milan mean nothing. I knew it. You whore. He says that a little jokingly, but he's like, you whore. He's like, oh, your sister sent me, and that's why I'm here. I got some, I owe her a favor, owe you a favor. You know how this goes. She wanted me to get you out of the country, and this is the only way to do it. If I arrest you as Northgard, keeper of the Canadian people.
Hey,
I don't think I said that right, but I could get you through. I can get you over the border, and then you'll be home. You'll be free and clear. My debt's free and clear. Everybody, it's a win-win for everybody. I mean, mostly me, but so I have us. It's like I have us booked on the 10:30 flight and extradition flight out of Kennedy, and then we're good to go. So, and he starts getting up. And he's just like, so, if you wouldn't mind, he reaches into his jacket pocket and pulls out some cuffs. If you wouldn't mind, just putting these on, and then we can go. He said, oh, don't worry, they're trick cuffs, but you know, looks and everything. He's like, so, are we going?
As I stand up, looking at him with a smirk on my face, reaching for the cuffs for him to put them in my hands, I'll put those on myself.
Oh, so Milan meant nothing.
Northgard, I am in your custody. Which border are we talking about? North or south?
North, of course. Then I have another plane that'll take you across the pond where you can disappear and become Interpol's problem once again.
Oh, that will be interesting. Fine, let us do this.
All right. Say, really? You gonna let me put the cuffs on you?
No, I'll do it myself.
But let's have fun. Oh, fine. Okay.
I'll actually put the cuffs on in front, drape my jacket over them like a proper federal prisoner. You can lead me out. Watch where you put your hands. Preferably don't.
He had reached for your under your arm, under your bicep. He said, "Oh, but I kind of gotta." He just gingerly puts his arm.
I grit my teeth. I grit my teeth because I understand the circumstances. Fine.
So he's just like, nothing to fear, folks. And he just fumbles in his jacket. Federal agent, this criminal is under my custody. I am the Canadian superhero Northgard. Ha ha! Excuse me. You're under arrest. You have the right to remain silent. If you give up that right to remain silent, anything you can say will be held against you in a court of Canadian law.
I roll my eyes.
Everybody just stay where you are and we'll be done. Yeah, we'll be done soon. Come with me, criminal. And he starts pulling you out. It's like, I'm really sorry about that. Because you're recoiling from his touch.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And it's like, yeah. So yeah, okay. Open it once the door opens. You're just like, all you. Hold on a second. When the door opens, all you hear is, I'm sorry, that was the wrong one. You just hear you come out to about maybe 4 squad cars, a van, and a very, very angry-looking GSTF agent by the name of Cinder, standing there and just guns cocking. Shh. Freeze! No, but don't move. He's like, so Fasad's like, not to worry, I have her in custody. She is my prisoner, and I will be taking her back to Canada.
I am looking around at the situation.
And Cinder has his arms folded, and he unfolds them and then just starts clapping. And takes some leisurely. He just, takes a couple of steps towards you. He's like, you didn't really think that we wouldn't scan you when you came to HQ, didn't you? Facade? Facade? Who is this Facade? I am Northguard, and this is my prisoner. If you'll excuse me, you can all escort me to the airport, where I am going to take this prisoner to Canadian prison. Excuse me.
I literally just close my eyes and look down slightly.
Like, so these, he opens up one of those, the pouches. He's like, so these are the actual cuffs that you should be using on a metahuman. Those, I would imagine you got those at a Party City. Now, I'm going to put these on both of you. I have 2 pair. I would suggest that you do not resist. Northguard. And he turns to you, and he's just like, I don't think they're buying it.
Well, you can take your hand off me now.
It's like, but, maybe you should run or something? I mean, they don't got me on anything, but at least I don't think they do.
I look at Cinder for a moment as I say this. They don't have me on much else either, except probably some video.
So he's just, if you wouldn't mind, O Guardian of the North, of our northern allies, and he throws the cuffs at him. You can actually cuff the prisoner now. Don't make me hurt you.
I take off the trick cuffs, and I say, just give me the cuffs, Cinder, and I will put them on. I would rather you not touch me.
I would rather not touch you either.
Then we are in agreement.
So he tosses the cuffs at you, assuming you put them on.
Yeah, I put them on.
Once you put them on, you can definitely feel their draining effects on your ability, and it's just like, fuck. He's just like, great job, fellow law enforcement guy. Let's take her on that. Fuck. It's like then he puts the things on, and his facade literally drops. And he's just he's probably like half an inch shorter than you. Very plain features. His nose is you could just see the outline of a bump, the slits. Essentially, he's the Spider-Man chameleon, but not nearly as menacing.
Right.
Yeah, it's like, well, I guess that's it. That's that. Take me to your leader. All right, we're gonna move on. Here we go. Is Audible here?
Yes.
Okay. So Audible, you and Toreador had gotten the call. You're making the decision. You're out front of the place, eating your food on the street like a couple of animals. No, I'm kidding. You're just a couple of regular.
My parents are away. I think we went to my parents' crib.
Okay.
Unwind. I think that was the last thing we did.
You could have shared that when I asked you where you guys were last.
I just remember the part that we were supposed to.
You know what? I'm. That's it. I quit. Game's over. I'm done. I'm done. This is. It's.
No, we were heading towards the crib after I got the message.
Okay.
Right.
And the
Right.
food.
Okay. So Now it's can't remember what time of day it was. It was around 4 p.m. Okay.
So shortly after that call, I called my supplier for some things.
Okay. Was there any specialty items that need to be taken consideration, or was it just normal standard? I'm gonna kill Crosshair and collect the bounty type equipment.
It was no, I was getting a paralytic.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna get a drug that would mimic death.
Okay.
I was getting those two, and that was it. Cause I got everything else.
All right. All right. Takes you about 30 minutes to get to the crib. Just for continuity and so that everyone's on the same playing field in the sense of the timeline. Flipped on the television to see if there's anything on the news about what had happened. It's Audible's place. It's modest, middle class, food in the fridge, stuff labeled "Do not touch." What's Audible's real name? I don't think I have it on the character sheet.
Hold on a second. Derek Van Gogh.
Okay, so there's post-it notes that were left for you. Don't touch, Derek. I'm serious. Don't touch. It's like mine. Don't touch, Derek. There's a lot of don't touch Derek's in that refrigerator.
Right, which means I'm probably gonna touch it.
Exactly.
My mom in real life tried to do this when I was a kid. I used to eat up all the ice cream, like the vanilla and strawberry ice cream. And because she knows I'm allergic to nuts, one day she decided, hey, you know what? I'm gonna get some butter pecan ice cream. And right? You know what ended up happening?
Anaphylaxis?
My dad ended up eating all the butter pecan ice cream.
Nice.
She was like, I can't win.
Nice.
That's what happens when you try to get me back.
Trying to regulate. Okay. There is just a brief scroll and as part of the an afternoon update that a supervillain has been two supervillains apprehended by the GSTF, and you can see Ethera and some other dude that you've never seen before being put into
see this shit?
A security van.
Yo, the fine Phantom chick got caught. How'd that happen?
That's interesting.
What's going on right now?
I don't know. We got the one shooting up places, and now we got her caught. Like, I thought these two were like pros.
I don't know. Bitches be crazy?
Sorry.
Yeah, seems so.
Look, all I can say is we got paid. We did what we needed to do. Sucks to be them, I guess.
Yeah, I guess it does.
So have you thought further on what you want to do, or how you're gonna handle that? How you gonna handle that gig you just got landed in your lap?
I'm trying to balance the books here. On the one hand, I'm new in this area, and I want to get established.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I could take her out and then explain to her what's happening and see if I can barter a better deal, but I gotta figure out who's the better deal. Do I deal with Sal, since he's already top? Or do I help her get to the top? mean, I don't particularly like Sal.
Right.
I don't have anything really against Crosshair either. So I don't know what benefits more, or could benefit more.
Well, look, it's not like you need the money. You just got paid again.
I need the money. That's not gonna last long. It's only 500,000.
Okay.
I mean, you know them better than I do.
I do not know them at all.
You don't know them at all?
First of all, Shorty tried to murk my homeboy, right? That's like my brother. I'm already pissed that his mother turned into some fucking black inky gooey monster thing and tried to kill me. And I had to murk him myself. You think that didn't make me feel good? Then I had to watch him try to blow my friend's head off. I mean, it was damn near impossible, but still, you know. And she always be threatening me because I be looking at her ass. I mean, whatever.
All right. So
She good at what she do, whatever. But you know, let's just say, up until the situation with Cholito, I had mad respect for that chick. But now, yeah, you know, she kind of on my bad side. But this isn't about me. And as far as the rest of them, all of us are in different cliques, bro. You know, some of us, the bosses probably talk to each other, but us peons, we don't really fuck with each other like that. I think that was probably the first time we were all together in one spot at the same time in a long time.
Really?
Mm-hmm. We probably had similar objectives at certain times, but we didn't really like do nothing we ain't friends. We're not like we became friends.
Okay.
That was the case, yo. Shorty got a guts back, dug out crazy. She would have never pointed a gun at me after that.
Okay.
Damn. Guts.
So then it goes back to the question: what's more beneficial, following through with Sal or helping her?
Well, Sal's got the money, but what has she done? What can she do for you? Like what is there? You have to ask yourself, what's the guarantee?
Yeah, I don't see one with her. Don't know her that well. I mean, she makes pretty good weaponry.
Yeah,
but I mean,
Shorty's got is primo on the gun skills and the gun creation skills, and she does have some clout. You know, she's nice with it, but you know, I don't know what else to tell you on that front.
the Sal is just so slimy. Oh,
Yeah.
the guy has no class. And coming from me, that's a lot. Trust me, that dude really is he's a mess. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know which one. I don't. I mean, I try to work with her, but she seems to be way too busy.
Trying to kill everybody and making lists? Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I was trying to get it in. I provided her with some stuff. I was hoping it would get me somewhere, but just never got any word back from her or nothing. And then now this with the TV and the guns.
Yeah.
I mean, you would have thought she would have watched the dude a little longer. I would have never did it that way.
Right.
Not that I'd kill your friend or anything, but I mean, knowing the things that he can do, I would have never did it. I would have never went that route.
Right.
That brute force, that's shit pure rage, or she's not as smart as I thought she was.
Well, you know, some people are smart. Some people just don't have common sense. You know, B.
Damn. That's rough.
I guess I can always wait till the time comes. Then I can make a decision there and then.
Yeah. like I said, whatever your decision is, this one ain't about me. This is about you. You tell me what you need. I got you.
Well, I contacted a friend of mine,
All right. So,
and I'm waiting for some supplies. Once I get those in, we start taking a look at things the way they are. See what opportunities come up.
all right.
This is a nice little house, though. How long your family
Hey.
been?
My parents had it. These are my adoptive parents. You know, I don't tell too many people about what's going on. You know, these are my adoptive parents. My real parents died in a car crash.
Yeah, those who raise you are still your family.
No, that's still my parents. No, trust me. No, I love them to death. You know, part of the reason why I do what I do is so they stay safe.
Okay.
So,
Okay. Let's see.
So, I mean, well,
what time of year is it, Lou?
I'm sorry?
What time of the year is it?
If memory serves, it is spring going into summer.
Okay.
okay.
No football on.
No. Right now it's basketball, a little bit of hockey, and
Right.
baseball spring training.
Right.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, so, well, at this point, we're gonna, I guess, rest. I wanna try and refresh my pools because I think a couple of them are kind of low.
Okay. What kind of tools do you need?
No, he's
said
talking about
no.
the pools.
The pools.
Tools.
His,
Oh.
his attribute pools.
Okay, gotcha.
I think my intelligence is particularly low. So I wanna start doing the rest. So we can, so I can get back to pools. You should do the same. Get some rest.
All right. I say the guest room's this way. Then I go up to my room.
Yep.
All right.
I follow him up to the guest room. I go clean up.
Okay. So now we're gonna come back to. We're gonna move over to Crosshair. So for Crosshair.
Yo.
Now, you had taken that second shot, and he's charging in your direction. You can see him from the scope. How far are you from it? You weren't that. You were. It was like thinking you were across the street, but that may be just.
Oh no, that's too close. That's stupid.
Way too close.
Crosshair
Yeah.
was in some building somewhere aiming.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I was in a abandoned building construction site.
That's correct. Okay, so at the speed that he's moving, he'll close the distance to at least the base of that building within 35 seconds.
All right, cool. And that gives me more than enough time to run out a back window. And as soon as I hear him breaking, this is the plan. As soon as I hear him bust through the door or whatever,
Door.
or the construction site into the beams, I'm gonna hear him in the whatchamacallit. I'm going to set the charges off and have the first 5 floors fall on him.
Okay. I don't recall you setting explosives. In 35 seconds to set 5 floors worth of explosives?
I told you I had something for him. I said I had claymores for him. So if he was gonna run up on me, I had claymores set.
Okay. Are claymores enough to take down an entire floor of a building?
Yes. Placed in corners, yes. And one set in the front door, the threshold, yes.
A claymore? You sure about that?
Mm,
Yeah.
That's an anti-personnel mine.
Claymores are powerful. I said set in the corners. The room has 4 corners.
So the room, but not the. I'm thinking floor.
The threshold. There's three, one in each corner, 3, and 1 at the door. So the minute he trips it, he's going to get the business end, the main part, because it blows out a certain amount of feet, then it blows it behind. So when he comes in, he's going to get hit with the main part, and then it's going to set off the other ones to fall on, like part of the floor, rubble to fall on him, to slow him up a little bit so I get set up again.
Okay, so you set the claymores, so they have a blast radius of about they're effective from 50 meters, moderately effective for up to 100 meters to 300 feet, and dangerous out to 250 meters because it's all ball bearings. Let's see, it's an anti-personnel mine filled with 700 grams of seafloor explosive. When detonated, explosive bursts and sends steel balls flying at high speeds. And it can be activated by command, switch, or tripwire. Okay. I don't know that that's enough to bring an entire building down. You said you said 5 floors. That's
5 floors. Yeah, that's why I corrected myself. I'm not gonna do it.
Okay.
I can't do that.
Okay. Yeah, that's the one that says front towards enemy, which is hilarious to me that you would need to do that. But
they do that in the military because they need to make sure that the stupidest 18-year-olds can operate it.
Yes.
That's the
and
rule.
you heard the horror stories of Desert Storm, people coming back home.
No, I didn't.
Like 4 or 5 soldiers got arrested. One had a claymore in his bag, and the rest of them had landmines.
That's insane.
Landmines and hand grenades.
Yeah.
As souvenirs?
Yeah, landmines and hand grenades.
Holy
It's
shit.
a general rule of the military to design stuff so that the simplest minds can use it. That's literally they keep it simple, stupid
Pretty
principle.
much.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Pretty much.
All right.
That's like me walking around with a howitzer round going through TSA. That's my medication.
Uncle Sam. Best uncle out there. All right. So you set the claymores. How many do you have? Because I don't want you to think you have
only have
infinite.
4.
Okay. So you set the 4 up in your immediate vicinity.
I set one up at the threshold, and I set the one.
So it's
lower.
it's a framework building. So there's flooring, and there's beams, plastic that's covering the outside against the elements. There's a functioning stairwell. There's one freight elevator that's on the outside of the building, not where you're at. To your right and approximately 200 feet away. The staircase is the only entrance and egress outside of that freight elevator.
Is there a back window?
There's no windows.
All
It's
right,
all
so
empty space, so you can go out in every direction.
All right, so I'm gonna.
Are you smelling what I'm putting down? I want to make sure that
I'm smelling what you're putting down.
Okay.
I'm gonna take the Freddy elevator,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm gonna pop open the hatch and go to the top.
Okay.
As it's coming down, I'm gonna jump onto the roof.
Oh, so you're gonna take it. You're gonna go up
Yeah.
because you said down.
Now I'm going down, but once I get in a freight elevator, I'm gonna pop the whatchamacallit, and I'm gonna use that height to get up onto the roof.
To the top of the elevator.
Yeah.
Okay, I just
Get
want
to
to
the
make sure.
roof and get to the roof of the building, if I can.
I don't mean to nitpick. So you're gonna send the elevator down, but go to the roof of the building.
Mhm.
And how are you doing that if the elevator is going down? Are you just gonna climb the scaffolding of the elevator to get to the roof?
Well, if I can't do it, I'll just take the elevator down. He's gonna be going through the door.
It's not.
So,
It's not a question of whether or not you can go down. I'm just trying to. Is anybody else not?
Okay. Hear me out. My idea was I was gonna get in the elevator.
Yeah.
I was gonna start it I was gonna go out through the roof on the elevator.
Yeah, you can do that.
And then I was gonna start the elevator while I'm on the roof, and then start climbing up the scaffolding to the roof of the building.
Okay, that last part is the part that was missing. That's why I was a little confused.
Okay, I apologize.
No, it's fine. The all right, send it down. It's starting to come up, and you get about maybe you get about 10 more floors. So from where you were to the actual roof of the building is probably about 25 more floors. So you get 10 floors before you hear the explosion. All right. The elevator is you felt that vibration in the metal framework as you go up, and from below you hear, "Where are you, cabrona? I know you're here. I know you're here." And you think this is enough to kill me? Huh? You fucking bitch! And there's you see a piece of the framework of the retaining wall just fly out as you're climbing, and it just flies across the street and lands on some poor bastard's sedan. I can smell you, bitch! I can fucking smell you! I'm going to
Did the other
snap
three go off?
you! Yeah, no, I'm saying they all went off. And he's like, I can smell you! You think this is enough to hurt me? Huh? You think this is enough? It's just the echo from below.
Mm-hmm.
You get about another. You get to the 10 more floors, and you can hear him getting closer. It's like I fucking know you're here, man. I'm going to fucking kill you. He's like, I'm gonna bring your fucking head to your uncle so he can piss in your mouth. Get to the roof. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You see they had already installed some of the machinery, the heavy machinery. There's still an active crane there. There is a I forgot what they are called, but those the things that the window washers use. You know what I'm talking about?
Like the thing Neo was supposed to get on when he was supposed to escape the building.
Yes.
A scaffold.
Scaffold.
Is that it?
Yeah. It's a motorized scaffold.
Okay.
All right.
So the electrician should know. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So what exactly are you gonna do?
Drop the crane on him. Is it a crane with like a ball at the end?
It's a crane. It's a construction crane. So most high-rise buildings have those.
All right. I don't see him, right? I just know he's coming.
You just know he's coming. He's been making his way up. You can just hear things smashing as he's coming up.
Hold on. My character real quick.
He can smell you because you're leaving a trail of pee.
No, I'm not. Shut up. You said there was like all the equipment and everything else, like the generators and everything else like that to give power and all that craziness.
Yeah.
HVAC equipment for the rooftop usually.
They install that early.
Like fish and everything else like that, like maybe some tar.
No. By the sounds, you estimate that he's maybe about 5 floors below you.
All right. Cool. I'm going to use the crane. I'm gonna start the crane up if I can, and I'm gonna swing the arm and hit him with it the second I see him.
Okay, you do realize these things don't move like in the cartoons, right? So you're gonna time. So here's my suggestion of how your visualization needs to be communicated so that everyone, including myself, can understand understand how you want this done. You're saying you're gonna swing it. I would suggest that you say, I'm gonna try to time it based on the sounds that I'm hearing, so that when he hits that door, I hit him. That's a better way. That's the way that I think it's easier for everyone to understand, instead of just saying, I'm gonna blow up 5 floors. I'm gonna, you're using really broad generic terms, and specificity is awesome. It's going to be
I'm going to time it just right when I swing the crane to hit him the second he comes up on the roof.
Okay.
Also,
yes, go ahead.
I'm going to pull out my last little piece of C4 and put it on the part where I'm going to hit him at. Make sure I hit it square, like jaw or chest, and have it go off if he catches it. If I can do that.
Well, yeah, you can attach the C4. So, you and I both know, I think everybody here knows that C4 doesn't activate, it doesn't explode by contact. It needs an
Mercury timer.
It needs an electrical charge. So
the Mercury timer is going to be the trigger. As soon as they press the button, it hits him.
Okay.
Mercury plunge. So as soon as it hits him.
So, all right. So the difficulty for this, because let's see, we're gonna make it a difficulty of a 6 because of the timing that it's going to take. You're estimating. I gave you some. It would have been a 4, but I gave you 2 environmental penalties. So
I have.
What do you got?
Combat prowess. That's the damage. I have device insight. That's which one called. I have thinking my way out of it. When you wish it, you can use points from your intellect pool rather than your might or speed pool on any. No, it's not. I'm in combat, so. Knowledge skills. You are trained in 2 skills in which you are not already trained in. Choose the 2 areas of knowledge such as history, geography, archaeology, and so on. You can select this ability multiple times. Each time you select it, you must choose 2 different skills. Is heavy machinery a skill?
I mean, the thing about this system is that there's no skill categories, but yes.
That would be.
I'll be trained in heavy machinery. Since the crane is heavy machinery. And special abilities, intellectual power shift, intellectual roles, knowledge, science, and crafting. No, I don't need the prodigy shift. So train without armor. I guess I just have.
You have your intelligence power shift that I will say that you can use. So that's 1. You can. Let's see. Do you have an edge? Do you have? You have 1 effort, so you can use that 1 effort in your intellect pool, but you don't have an edge, so it's going to cost you 3.
So I have a intellect pool of 12.
Mm-hmm. It's going to cost you 3 from that pool, making it a 9. That lowers it down by 2. So that made it from a high 6 to a manageable 4, which makes your target roll a 12 or better. Let's see if there's anything else that you can use. You know what? What I will do is I will give you I'm going to allow for a perception bonus. Well, not a bonus. Your target difficulty is going to be a 3. So it's a
So
9
it goes
or
down to 11.
it goes down
9
to
or better.
9 or better.
All right. So should I roll now or?
Yeah, I would suggest that you do, because you can hear him coming up the stairs. I'm gonna get you, bitch.
Please, I wish I could kill this fucker. Throws a D20. Here we go.
So, hold on for a second. No, so it's a 12 or better. No, what did I say? 9 or better?
Say 9 or better.
All right.
9 or better.
So, with butt cheeks perfectly puckered, you listen for the sound. You can hear him scream. You can hear his like, right, like this building rage, and he's heavy breathing as he's running up the stairs. And you swing that, it hits the door. You activate the charge, and dust, debris, they just cloud your immediate line of sight. You're sitting in the cab, so the plexiglass window is pelted by cement and glass and bits of steel. You don't see him.
I get out the cab. How big is the roof?
It's I would say maybe 100 feet across.
I get out the cab.
Let me see.
I go to the
I'm
maximum.
curious myself. What's the? Thank you, Google. Average dimensions for skyscraper.
World Trade Center skyscraper was huge.
It's just a cab. It's a seat.
No, he's talking about the roof. So you're talking about a couple hundred square feet. So it's pretty big.
I jump out the cab and I move all the way back down to the edge.
Okay.
And
the stairwell where you hit, it's maybe it's about 60 feet away from where the cab was, and these things are on rails, so they can move in different directions. They're not omnidirectional, but where it was by the scaffolding. You know, they usually use these to lower and raise parts and equipment to different floors. But so that's where all the debris and dust is billowing from.
all right. So I don't see him. I don't hear him. I hear like a loud thud of him hitting the floor.
No, your ears are too busy fighting off the tinnitus from the explosion. That's something that we as role players continually forget. You fire a gun, you're not hearing anything right away, or an explosion. It's just yeah, like
I switched the scope to thermal. Do I see his body heat signature?
okay, hold on. Yeah. Oh, okay. So yeah. Anyway, take out your gun, and you're sweeping through it from where you're situated. That somebody educate me on this, because I don't know, and I don't want it to.
What's up?
So for the thermal, does it go through solid objects?
Thermal?
Yeah.
Good, yes.
Okay.
Yes. Because whatchamacallit had it in a Navy SEALs movie. God, the sniper.
No. Thermal
What
does
do you mean,
not
no?
go through walls. All that shit they show in the movies is absolute trash.
Or microwave.
Yeah, that's basically all you're hearing at this point. All right.
Yo, James, were you a secretary in the Marines?
No, I wasn't a secretary in the Marines. I was a field artilleryman in the Marines.
All right, you can stop now. Is that a secretary? You are dumb. All right. Okay. You don't get anything immediately on your scope, but you can now you can hear something as your ears are reacclimating. So you can start hearing the ambient sounds, but you can hear. I'm going to kill you.
How far away?
It's directly ahead of you, but it's directly ahead and below you.
Below me?
Mm-hmm.
Like under me, or?
So the sound is coming from below. So it would be like if you're standing at a window and someone is yelling at you from the next floor below you.
All right. I'm going to use my ability snipe again. I don't care what the negatives are. I'm going to shoot through the floor to shoot him.
Okay.
His breathing, I just heard his breath.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to gauge it by ear since I got my hearing back a little bit. And I'm going to hopefully try to pop this motherfucker's head off or his heart. Tie to him. So what's my number?
What are your numbers? And I can tell you. Or, in matter of fact, you're just going to need to roll. I'm not going to tell you what the target number is.
Night.
Mm-hmm.
I use 2 speed points. Combat prowess, add +1 damage to one type of weapon attack, which is going to be my sight device insight. Re-examine. Nope. Thinking my way out, find the floor. Find the floor doesn't help me yet because I still haven't found the floor for him yet. Intelligence power shift, rolls of all, no science. Alright, so dexterity shift, movement, no, that's movement, acrobatics, knowledge skills, so all I have is snipe.
Okay. So just so that you know, you can use your accuracy power shift. You can use let's see.
That draws you down to 1. See through deception, stealth, heavy weapons, medium.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. You can use your
accuracy
and your sniping. So that's 2, and then your speed from your 2 for your speed. Yeah.
Yep. And I have 1 more effort.
No, the effort is what you're pumping into from your pool.
All right.
Okay, so that lowers it by 3. Go ahead and make your roll. Take your shot. You don't know if you hit. Because once again, there's too much debris, too much dust, too much smoke. But now you can hear a metal dragging sound. And from that, he comes out from the smoke. He is battered. You can see blood, from varying spots in his body from the explosions, from everything that you've done. And one of his eyes is swollen shut, but in his right hand, he has the cable with that hook that you used from the crane. And he's
I'm gonna take another shot at him, bro.
He's dragging it. Now this is going to be an initiative. This isn't going to be I'm going to take a shot.
All right, cool.
We're going to come back to you on that. We're going to go back to Diablo and Mystic Knight. Mystic Knight, please make your roll. Okay, so with that, hold on for a second.
Did Diablo roll?
No, he doesn't roll. I already got his target number. So Diablo, you can add. Let's see what you can add to the resistance with this if you choose. I'm trying to see if you have anything on your character sheet that you would.
I got 2 effort. I got 1 edge.
Okay. How much intellect do you have left? Because you've used a
You mean
bunch.
my pool point?
3 pool, yes.
I think like 10. I've been doing shit.
Mm-hmm.
And you haven't given XP for two modules.
1. So let's not get crazy. It was just the last one, and that was only because it was abbreviated because I was having difficulties.
That what was it, like 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, that was the last one. That's when my internet cut out.
Even the one that we showed up, nobody came. Forget it.
This thing prints really good. All right, so go through it and tell me what it is that you have.
So, I got 1 edge.
The edge is only to reduce the amount of pool points that you would need to spend in effort.
Okay.
So in your case, instead of spending 5, if you want to reduce it by 2, because you raise your effort to 2, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Instead of spending 5, you would spend 4.
And then my intellect is high. My hellborn, I don't.
Sent you something.
Oh my God, what was that?
No, I was stretching for something. My bad. I sent you something in the chat.
Well, I hope you made your roll, Diablo.
It is what it is. I was fucking hot.
Huh?
I was hot. Yeah.
I know you hot.
Violence.
I know you still are.
Violence is kind of like it.
Took it out of context. That all sounds gay.
Intelligence power shift, intellect defense rolls, and all knowledge science tasks are keys. I don't know if that.
Yeah, you can use the intellect power shift. That's 1.
Okay. But then I got 3 with my 2 effort.
Okay. So I saw a Mystic Knight roll. Go ahead and make a roll, please. Okay. In this particular case, you hear what he's saying, you feel what you're feeling, but it's not enough right now. It's not enough to make that happen. You're just like, it's just a small nagging sort of doubt, and you.
What do you mean?
Meaning, you did not beat the roll that you needed to beat, and
he rolled an 11. I rolled a 14. And
I understand that. I'm looking at the target numbers. Mystic Knight. Yeah. And you can re-roll it. I can tell you, you will need probably. Let me look at something here real quick.
Wonder Adam Sandler hasn't changed his mind.
The fuck?
Here's what I have one question. Here's what something that I got to bring up.
Were you gonna keep talking?
I remember I asked.
I can't hear you. I don't know if anybody else can.
Okay. I asked you. I remember after all this shit went down
Mm-hmm.
in the beginning. I understand. Lou, do me a favor. Just double check his character. You know why? Because he has been caught numerous times fudging shit and making believe that the shit is legal, and meanwhile it's not.
No, I haven't.
No, yes, you have. Yes, you have.
No, I haven't.
Yes, you have.
All right.
Listen, this is
Okay,
a discussion.
Dwight, listen.
I'm just.
You know what? You can be pissed all you want about missing the role, but that's a you thing, not a me.
No. Dude,
And
it
I
has
just
been
did what I
known.
needed to do.
It has been known.
No, it is not known.
It
I'm not
has been
stinky,
known.
bruh.
In
Anyway,
real life,
whatever.
in real life, it's been known
Whatever.
of you making shit
What?
up. You
No.
make shit up and you got these insane bonuses, and then when you get caught out there, you cry like a fat bitch.
Caught
and
how?
then You have to fix it.
Caught how?
Yeah, you've been caught. Lewis has caught you multiple times. bro.
No, he has not.
Yes. Yes. 'Cause I'm
You
just
just
saying-
you're just all pissy because you missed the role. That's all it is.
So here's essentially how this goes. The number of pool points determines your base difficulty. You had a 10, so your base difficulty was a 3. That's your target difficulty number. Every bonus that you add adds to the target roll. Then he gets to apply effort, assets, or any other abilities relating to it to reduce it. You did not beat his roll enough in order to resist it, is what I'm telling you.
Even with mine, whatever, with a couple of bonuses, I got nothing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's in order to do that, you would have had to have beaten where he was, what his target roll. So you both have a target roll, and with
and he beat my target roll.
He did. Because
I'm
not going by the 20
How a
pool.
nigga at first tier, I'm just saying, how does a dude at first tier have so many bonuses? Okay, starting off. That is my curiosity. And this is the same dude that I know. I've been there as a fucking witness. I've been there where he rolled up a character and then he does some type of shit that when somebody looks into it, they go, yo, bro, you can't do that. And he goes, what do you mean? He plays the defense of, I know you can do that. And you're like, no, the book literally states you cannot do it. You can't be adding shit on top of shit. He's known to do it. And that's why I just said, I just really would like to make sure that it's apples for apples. If his character's for real, then
Lou,
I don't have a problem. But
you
if
and
you
I
look
both,
and you
hold
see
on,
it,
hold on. You and I both well know something that he doesn't know. That there's nothing that I can do to fudge anything on my character because I have absolutely no access to change anything. So there you go, Dwight.
yeah,
Fuck
right.
off.
Whatever. Whatever.
So fuck off. Because I didn't do nothing to the character.
So you saying that he got enough bonuses that he could take a... Okay, so if it's a 23, it's 7. That's 21. He went from 21 to 11 and he still passed?
Yep.
Because you remember, you're looking at it from the raw number. It's the difficulty, not the number. The number is a result of the difficulty. It's the difficulty that you're lowering, not the actual number. So however you do the math, he can lower that to a manageable amount, enough of a manageable amount to make that roll. Which is why I asked if you have any additional things that you can add to this roll. Because remember, your characters may be based in the same realm of magic. His is more influence. Yours is straight up lunacy. I mean, violence, and it's a more physical magical art. Not as much as an influencer. That's the difference.
All right, here's whatever it is. I'm just...
So
I
essentially,
just want to make sure.
I get what you're saying.
Because he will go to... I remember him fighting you to the end of the earth, saying that his shit was legal, and it wasn't. Okay? And that's why when I asked that question, I know we got our lives and we're busy and shit like that. I just wanted to make sure it was apples for apples. Because I just kind of feel out of nowhere the dude got insane amount of bonuses. He always does. You know what I'm saying?
I do get what you're saying.
I'm gonna use an XP point and see if I can do it.
You might want to learn how to read, or
I know how to
read.
fucking read, bro. Bum fat nigga talking shit.
All right.
Damn.
That's the one thing. Don't insult my fucking intelligence. You just because you got a
You're
college
trying to
degree
insult mine.
no. What I
You're
am
trying to
insulting
insult
you
mine.
is
So stop
nothing about
being a
intelligence.
hypocrite.
What I'm talking about is that you fucking cheat, and I hate cheaters. Okay?
All right, whatever,
Simple
man.
as fucking that. You don't
Whatever.
like it? Too fucking bad.
You're the one that's not liking it. I don't give a fuck either way.
Okay,
Honestly.
then shut your fucking mouth and let me just say my piece, and that's it. Because I'm
Yeah,
not insulting you. I'm just saying the truth.
No,
You cheated
insulting.
before.
Well, that's okay,
got
though.
caught,
That's on you.
And that's it.
Always in your feelings. You goddamn
It's not
suicidal
about
being
feelings. It's the simple fact. Listen, don't try to act ghetto, nigga, because you are
I'm not
ghetto.
trying to act nothing.
Okay? You a
All
straight
right?
bitch ass motherfucker.
All
You ain't nothing
Wow.
like a nigga.
Okay.
You talk all that shit because I'm in Florida. Believe me, if we were in New York, it'd be a different fucking story. You'd
No,
shutting
wouldn't be
your
a
mouth.
different story, Dwight. Whatever. And listen, you're the
You
one
did
who's
a couple
doing
of
it.
couple of times.
Seriously,
months in jail. You
you're
think you
going
a
through
hood
all
nigga?
it is
You better
for
slow
a
the
game.
fuck down, fat boy.
for a game.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
you.
Like that. Like that and what? Bring that shit.
Okay.
Bring that shit. Anytime.
All right.
Anytime. I'll give you my motherfucking address. You come to my house, nigga. We'll see.
Anyway.
You done?
All right, so I'm going to say this just as a matter of fact. I don't. Let's not do that again, because it doesn't need to get to that level. I understand that emotions get hot in the game, but it is just a game. There's no reason to take it to any other level.
I understand that, but
So-
when he goes and he's trying, listen, I'm not insulting his intelligence. My thing is that I've witnessed certain things that he has done, and it has come back where it's been caught. So I just want to make sure, like I said, apples to apples. If you say, yo, Dwight,
What specific things, actually? If you're gonna talk
listen,
then just bring the
nobody.
examples.
Here we go again. Nobody's talking to you. I'm
But
talking
bring
to
the
Lewis.
examples. You're the
Okay?
one who's bringing
Dude,
it up.
You
So I'm
have
asking
added
you, bring up the
bonuses on
examples.
bonuses
That's
and
all
try
it
to
is.
play it off.
Listen,
You have
no.
tried
What it
and
is
added
that I
bonuses
know
on
how.
bonuses. All your
I
characters.
went through the entire system. I
don't
got to learn because
care.
I asked questions. I
don't
went on the
care.
chat.
I am
And
just
even
saying.
Lou went over the damn character. So I don't know what your problem is, Psycho
I'm just
Beaver.
saying,
Okay?
listen,
That's
you
all
can be
I'm
mad.
saying. That's
You
all
can
I'm
be mad.
saying.
I don't care. All I'm saying is, as long as he comes and he tells me, yo, Dwight, I just checked it over real quick, and I feel that it's okay. Okay. I'm all good with it. I just kind of, it catches me a little bit off guard that everybody else, because you do a spanking. You and Spanky
No,
are
I
in the
don't.
same fucking boat.
No, don't even
Yes.
put me in the same category.
Because
Learn how to
everybody
make a
else,
character.
when every
That's
time
all.
anybody else in the game
Take the time
rolls,
to vet
we
yourself
do
into the
not,
character. Then
we
you can
do
build
not
something
have
that you
insane
won't feel
bonuses.
that it's getting cheated. That's
Everybody
all.
in the
It's
game
that simple.
does not
It's that
have
simple.
insane bonuses. You
That's
the only
simple.
real one that got these crazy bonuses, which you
I
makes
told
you
you
like
exactly
almost
how
like
I
a whole
did it.
different tier of what
And
anybody else
look,
is.
you know what?
All right, whatever.
You know what?
That's all. I
I'll
just wanted
let
to
Lou
know.
tell you.
I just
That's
asked the
it.
question. I
Yeah.
just asked the question. Is it
And Lou can
apples to
answer.
apples?
Lou can answer. And when
No,
he
Lou never
answers and when he answers that yes, it's a legit character, then
Shut
what,
up.
Dwight?
Then I shut up. Then
Oh,
I shut up.
please tell
I just
him, Lou.
rather be.
Please
I'd
tell
just
him
rather be
so he
sure.
can shut the fuck up.
I would rather just keep going. So can we stop this now?
All right, I'm gonna use that key.
Okay.
Nope. Okay.
All right.
I can't use it again, right?
No. At this point, it's diminishing returns. So, what you can do moving forward, if there's an opportunity, if a scenario presents itself, and you believe that that would be the opportunity to resist, then we can talk about that and whether or not it will in fact be an opportunity to resist. But in this particular case, it's still making sense. It's like you can look to trade up the book for more access to more power, to give you more opportunities to spread your lord's business and to spread the chaos that you intended, that you were brought into this particular dimension to bring about. And that doesn't mean that you're giving up the book right away, because he's not here. But when you are summoned, and you have been summoned before him, that's going to be the opportunity to bring the book to bear. Because that's what he wants. He wants to see the book. He wants you to bring the book to him so that he may look at it and examine it for himself in person. Okay. So at that point, the communicator for you, Mystic Knight, you can hear a distinct chime. Looking at it, as you can see that Diablo seems to be having second thoughts. It's a strong possibility that he's resisting your influence, just based on like twitches in his face, because it's as if he's having this internal dialogue with himself. Like, does that make sense? Maybe it, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like, and ultimately resigning himself for now. And I say for now because he seems to be not as pliant as some of your other thralls. So there is a distinct possibility that he may resist it in the future. And just inside baseball, you know that there are those who cannot be thralled. There are those who are highly resistant but can be. And there are those who are agents of chaos who can be temporarily. But those are the ones that are concerning.
Okay. So I just need him to be enthralled for as long as he needs to be. You know, and I keep reinforcing the promise of the favor of more power, right? Which I know for a fact that that's something that he's looking for because of how you described him when he was seeing the vision that I didn't know about.
The only thing I'm going to say is that know for a fact is only a presumption of a fact. You don't know that.
No, the way you describe the way he looked, right?
No, I get what you're saying. I'm not arguing the point. What I'm saying is that the character is only presuming a lust for power based on his actions, which is totally fine. I'm not arguing that point at all. But you don't know his true motivations because he's never shared them.
Oh, no, that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that he wants it for utter chaos and the destruction of our planet and all that other nonsense.
Right.
But based off the vision that he commented
literally
on,
what we're just saying. I don't want to circle the drain. So that's where we are. I got you.
If he is again repeating, does that mean is every time he repeats it, there's a
No. You guys would have to make opposing rolls. For right now, you're still under the influence of that initial, what do we call it? Thralling. I don't know what the word.
the initial spell.
The initial spell. Yeah.
So you read what I sent you, right?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I'm just waiting to see who gets banned from the game next.
The what do you call it? No, it doesn't work that way. I already explained that.
No. I'm not saying the artifact.
Oh.
I've communicated to him.
Okay.
And this is what I'm asking of him. So that way he can get it.
Okay, all right. Okay. I got you now. Because that did not translate in my head what I read. I was assuming that you were talking about through the item.
No.
Okay. So in your, you guys have a magical cant language. So he posts it appears on the top part of the dial of the artifact that there's something preventing that from happening. There's some influence, so you're going to have to get here.
Of course. All right.
And at a certain point, he's like, the interference is like that it's infernal interference. It says there's chaos magic that's surrounding you. He's like, are you in a sanctum protected? Are you in a protected sanctum?
Yes.
So then you must leave that area in order for me to attempt to bring you here.
Okay. So we step outside.
There's no we. You do not control the character like that. There's just
No.
you. So Because you're in his place, correct? Or your place?
My place.
Your place. That's right. So now you guys are gonna have to role play that out on how you're gonna make him do that. But it's just this is where you are. He has the book. For now, you've convinced him that the best course of action is to bring it back to Vesper to gain influence, to gain access, so that he can expand his power base based on your assumption that that's what he's looking for.
Okay.
Okay? So
I just make the simple thing of going to, let's take it to Vesper. Being that he's already fallen on the influence, he's already agreed to it, just keep it simple. So we make our way, or I make my way out, and hopefully he'll follow behind.
There's no reason not for him not to in this case, because it's not his place, and you're at the door, opening it to leave. Taking some liberties, Diablo. You begrudgingly, I use begrudgingly lightly. You feel like they're you could have done a little bit more, but these guys came in because your initial thing was to do the object read using the parts, and then using the painting. That was the entirety of the earlier scene. It only shifted when the book traded hands. So that's an immediate effect. You still have the painting. You still had that vision. I don't know if you abandoned that vision, but I didn't get any. I didn't get a sense that you were abandoning that in order to just take possession of this book. But in any event, leave the apartment.
Can I ask a question?
Go ahead.
Who is Vesper?
What?
Who is Vesper?
Vesper is someone that is high in their organization.
So wait, Adolfo and Mystic Knight and Diablo is part of the same organization?
Correct.
And Vesper rules over them.
Vesper does not rule over them. He's just higher up on the food chain, so he can command them. They're only acolytes.
But Dwight has an overlord that in the Great Abyss.
But not here. And his cover was to work for this organization. So we've already gone over that. There's no need to. Please do not.
No, I never.
Do not trigger anybody.
I'm not triggering anybody. I'm just asking because I never really paid attention to it. I keep hearing Vesper, and I'm like,
Vesper is someone of import and authority in their organization. All right,
cool, no problem.
So Ethera, you're in the back of the van. There are 3 guys there, and not 3. There's two armed security. They had taken your handcuffs and that chain they put in the center to the floor. I don't know what it's called. It's a tether, essentially, tethering you there, and they had put a seatbelt on you against your objections to not be touched. That one security actually caught a couple of fields against your will, and
he's gonna die.
How close does he get?
Well, in the sense of when he's putting the seatbelt on, his arm just happens to brush against the your upper parts, and when he's buckling it in, his hand just what do you call it, goes on your lower part and your lower back half.
I headbutt him.
Okay, so you do that, and he's like, "Fucking bitch!" and takes the butt of his rifle and it cracks you in the head, or cracks you in the side of the face. You're gonna take 1 point of might damage, and he's bleeding from his nose. The other guy's like, "I told you not to touch her. That bitch is crazy." And that's from Facade. He's like, "I told you guys, don't touch her. You wouldn't listen. So can you shut up too?" And he cracks him in the stomach, like, "Oh, I think I shit myself." Unnecessary. Oh, the things I do for love. And he winks at you.
Thera has her own Pepe Le Pew.
Oh, after about 20 minutes of driving, the outside sounds are, you know how you have the truck sounds when you're out in open air, but there's a reverberation now which suggests that you're inside of a structure. So it could be a garage or an underground parking garage, and you felt the truck dip just before you stop.
All right.
And the guard that didn't hit you, he's sitting across from you, sitting next to Facade, and he's just like, "Are we here? That was quick. I didn't even hear this." He just bangs on the door, on the the porthole. He's like, "Hey, are we here? Why are we stopping?" So he's like, "Central, this is Unit 1. It's like, hello?"
I quietly take a breath and hold it.
Like, hello? Anyone there? And you take that breath, and Facade looks at you. He's like, and it's as if you were reading the playbook. You can see that the wisps of smoke, and the guy's just like, "What the fuck is that? What? Oh Within 5-6 seconds, they both knock out.
You good, buddy?
And then Facade is just like, "Holy shit, that worked well! Oh no."
Dumbass.
I am going to spend the time holding my breath and looking around.
All right, so you can hear the door, the key opening the door, and there are about 4 people on the outside, and I can't remember her name.
Vanessa Storm.
Vanessa. You can see Vanessa. She's holding one hand up as the vapors just pull back into her hand, and she's like, to her 2 security guys as they come in and subdue the guards and uncuff you.
And I get out.
It's like, that's twice I've saved your ass.
Indeed, Vanessa, you have.
And who's that? Saying, wait. She's like, what's that?
That's Facade. He's a half-wit. He was repaying a favor to my sister and I in an attempt to get me out.
So,
but it didn't work well.
Clearly not. We could leave him? Or...
drag him along, but dump him off somewhere. I don't want him annoying us.
Okay, so her 2 security were taking the gear off of the security guys and putting them on. It's like, we don't have a lot. We don't have a lot of time, so let's.
All right.
Let's get these guys. And they close it. One gets into the cab. You can see
the one who touched me.
Mm-hmm.
I slit his throat.
Ready to roll out!
So you
Wow.
take out your knife to go. She said, "What are you doing?" And just as you're cutting, she's like, "Oh, was that necessary?"
I told them to not touch me. He did not listen.
It's like, okay, and clean that up. You might as well just get rid of the other one. Yes, ma'am. Close up, and they take off. He's like, it took some doing to figure out where the fuck you were, but once I saw you on the news, it wasn't hard. These people aren't very good at covering their communications network. So, how did they find you?
Apparently, they were initially tracking the tablet, but beyond that, it seems they were tracking him. And I pointed Facade when he was called in. How he found me, I have no idea.
It's like, so, okay.
But I do take out the burner phone
Mm-hmm.
and my regular phone, pull out the SIM cards, crack them in half, break both phones. I guess I'll be incommunicado with everyone for a while.
That's probably a good idea. So maybe we can do something with him. I have an idea. It's like let's get you inside and out of prying eyes. Think what else do you have for me?
Give me a second. Let me check my notes real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Outside of what I brought to you earlier, the expectation was that I would look further into these Helios folks. It would seem
They are becoming a really big fucking nuisance, but I guess that's kind of their job.
I did find out that they seem to somehow be connected to give me a moment, scrolling through my notes.
Mm-hmm.
I know that they're keeping secrets, and I know that they and Pharaoh's Hope are definitely connected. Their little outreach locations seem to have something hidden behind them or under them, attached to Helios. Unfortunately, it requires more technical expertise than I have.
Well, luckily you came to the right place. I have some of my tech guys looking into. I wasn't initially looking into Helios, but I might be able to spare some folks. Just want to give them some of the information that you have, and maybe they can take it from there.
I nod.
It's like, hungry?
I am famished.
So you're not. It's like, correct me if I'm wrong. You're vegetarian or no?
No.
Oh, thank God.
Not particular.
It's like, as much as I like saving the environment, I love steak. So I had some brought in from this wonderful place in Midtown. So I think you're gonna like it. Let's get some food and talk about our next steps.
I smile and I walk along with her.
Okay. So we're coming back to not Misty Night. I'm sorry, Audible and Toreador.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you're essentially what are your next steps? You had rested to regain your pools. How long are you planning on resting? Where were your pools again?
My intelligence was at a 9, and everything else was only like a 0.0.
Okay.
So I mean, yeah. So I'm waiting for response from my contact so I can get the drugs and the poisons and everything.
Mm-hmm. They can have that to you by the next morning.
Okay.
In a Dropbox location.
Okay. So I'm gonna go get that once that's ready. I'm gonna keep an eye on the news because apparently since everyone's all over the damn news,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna watch the news.
At that point, another story had come up about a metahuman battle, or potential metahuman battle. Cell phones, people that were filming it had come across this. There's some grainy footage of this what looks like a streak of muscle and mass just barreling through the streets to this construction site and just every so often a floor, like something would blow up, like debris and dust would shoot out, and then an explosion. And we're gonna have to resolve that in the next game, but that's where that is. And just a really quick flash, audible, you notice Chilito.
What the fuck?
I'm sitting next to him eating. It's like, that's your boy, isn't it?
Yeah, this is on television, you said?
Yes. It's happening. The footage was about 10 minutes ago, and there's still people. There's people from the ground, and there's someone live streaming from like the building across. They're not at the height, but they're angling it, doing the selfie footage, and you can see them behind them.
Right. I say, yo, team, we gotta go check this shit out.
You sure you want to get involved in that mess?
Look, one thing you gotta know about me. You my mans, I'm loyal to you. You have to understand that. That includes you. So if something was happening to you, I would still go check to see if you were okay. So I don't know what's happening. Let's go check. Let's go at least see what the fuck is going on.
All right. It makes sense.
So, I grab you up, and I'm out. We know what I know exactly which building.
Yeah. It's on the scroll where it's happening.
We head out. How long is it gonna take us to get there?
From where you are, if you're flying, it's not going to take you any time. If you're going by surface transportation,
No. Up and away.
Okay, so within minutes, because you're cutting across all that real estate.
So I'll
yes.
make sure the Uzi loaded. Make sure the vest is strapped down.
All right. So, the building that we get to, what's happening to it? You said we saw a bright flash.
No, just explosions.
Explosions.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck is going on? I get us close enough, right, and put us on a building that's adjacent to.
So as you're coming in, this building is about 50 stories tall, and as you're coming up and down, you can, from that distance, you see a tiny crosshair, and she's shooting. And she's shooting a weapon that's too big for her frame, but she's handling it because that's her specialty. So she's like, and out of the dust.
Likes to hold them big things, huh?
Yeah. All right. Out of the dust, you can see Chilito, and he's stepping out. He's probably about his maximum height that you've ever seen him grow to was about 8.5 feet tall.
Right.
He's probably about a good 1.5 feet taller, and his muscles are just out of control. And he's holding this thing that looks like I'm thinking Absorbing Man, except with a hook.
Okay. I say, as I'm flying in, and I see Crosshair, I basically say, "This bitch."
This bitch got me. No, go
ahead. I say, "Yo, T, it looks like you might be out of a job. What do you think? What do you think we should do?" I'm down to just pull up to a building and just get some popcorn and watch the show. How about you?
You can carry 2 people, right?
Yeah.
So why don't we pull it out real quick?
Do I have to?
We were looking up, like, yeah. I think this will work out.
Fucking fine.
Okay. All right. So that's kind of where I'm going to leave it. It is 12:01 a.m. on the East Coast. So for everyone present. Audible, Diablo, Mystic Knight, Toreador, Ethera, Crosshair, I am DM Discretion. Thank you so much for joining us. It has been an interesting game, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace out.